Good morning, Crestwood. Happy Wednesday to you all. Hope you all are doing well and having a great week so far. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day out there, and I hope you get a chance to go out and enjoy it. Enjoy the beautiful creation that God has given us in this day that is a gift each time we open our eyes. It's an honor for me to be able to provide this devotional for you on this Wednesday, May 12th. It's crazy how fast this month is going. So last night at Men's Bible Study, we're studying the Exodus story, the story of the call of Moses to go to Pharaoh and let my people go and all the plagues and all that kind of stuff. And last night we were reading the part about where Moses continues to balk at this call that God has given him. Moses continues to say, I'm not good enough, I can't speak right, you got the wrong guy. And God, in trying to convince Moses and finally telling Moses he's going to do it, at one point he says, I will make you like God to Pharaoh. And I got to think about that, and I thought, wow, that's huge, right? He doesn't say, I'm going to make you strong, or I'm going to make you powerful, or I'm going to give you the authority that you need. He says, I will make you like God. It talks about the close relationship that God had with Moses. They really developed this special kind of friendship to where Moses even gets to get a glimpse of God, which people thought would cause instant death, but it didn't for Moses. But God says, I'm going to make you like God to Pharaoh so that you can go and convince Pharaoh to let my people go. And so we talked about that a little bit and what that meant. And are there other people that we think that God has made like God to go to the pharaohs of this world? And I talked about Martin Luther King, how maybe God gave him the power of God to go to the racists and the white supremacists to say, let my people go. It seems like a very special privilege to be made like God, to go to the godless, to go to those who don't believe. But then I also started to wonder, is it just the special folks like Moses and MLK who get that privilege? Or in a way, does God do that with each of us? Does God make us like God to go to the pharaohs of the world and to pronounce justice, or to pronounce love, or to pronounce grace? And by the pharaohs of the world, I don't just mean the people in power. I mean anyone who is opposing the love of God in this world, anyone who is spreading hate, anyone who is spreading prejudice. You know, it seems like such a huge responsibility to be God in this world. And yet we have an example of what that looks like. That's what Jesus Christ did. Jesus Christ was God in this world, God incarnate. And God gave Jesus Christ all that he needed to be able to live out the kingdom of God in this world. And then Christ says, when he's here and doing his teaching, he says, you are the light of the world. And when he tells his disciples, you will do greater things than me in God's name. You see, I think each of us have the power of God within us. Each of us have been made God, and I mean by that, given the godly qualities, made in God's image, to go into this world and to speak to the pharaohs of this world and to show the pharaohs of this world what God's love looks like. You have been made like God. You have been given God's authority, God's love, God's grace through the power of Jesus Christ. You have the ability to go into this world, to show God's love, to share God's grace, and to speak God's truth and God's justice to the pharaohs that are seeking to keep people oppressed, seeking to keep people fearful. It's our job to be God in this world. It's our job to be Christ-like in this world, to make this world a little bit more like the kingdom of God today than it was yesterday. Go, Crestwood. Be God in this world. Let people see the light of Christ shine through you. God bless you, Crestwood.